السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، سلواتكم كل الخير. رجعت لكم مرة أخرى في الحلقة 6 من تختيم لعبة L.A.Noire. طبعا قبل ما أبدأ في الحلقة السادسة مع المحقق فيليبس، إذا تشتركون في القناة وتفعلون زر التنبيه عشان يوصلكم كل جديد. بسم الله نبدأ. أوكي.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
طبعا يا جماعة الخير، مثل ما شفتوا طبعا في قضية لازم أحلها. القضية قالوا إن في فتاتين، في شخص حاول إنه يقتلهم. عاد إحنا بنروح، أنا كمحقق لازم إني أتقصى الحقائق علشان أكشف المجرم أو ملابسات الجريمة هذه. على طول نطلع بشكل سريع. هذه سيارتنا. اركب حبيبنا. فوق، هم فوق يا جماعة الخير. يا عمري يا شيخ. طبعا يا جماعة شوفوا، إذا شفتوني غبت كثير ما نزلت يعني الحلقات في اللعبة هذه، اعرفوا ان اللعبة هذه والله اني اتعب عليها، يعني لين ما يعني اعرف صح للعبة. فهمتوا؟ لعبة شوي معقدة، لازم انك تكون محقق صح.
Stop just ahead.
طبعا هذه رافعة، ما ادري وش اللي جرى لها هنا، والسيارة موجودة هناك. خلنا بس بنشوف.
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique.
الشرطي هذا عامل حالة كوميدي.
Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. There are stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
طبعا بشكل سريع انا بروح للسيارة. وين السيارة؟ بنزل.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
خليني بس اركض على طول نروح للحادث.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
طبعا على طول نتقصى الحقائق. ملابس داخلية وما ادري ايش وضعها، ومنقطع بعد.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
طبعا تشوفون
She's a long way from home.
طبعا الرسالة هذه يا جماعة الخير إلى الفتاة هذه، حلو، أعتقد من أهلها وكذا، يقولون ارجعي للبيت وما أدري من هالكلام. أوكي، وضحت الفكرة الحين. خلونا نشوف هذه اللوحة. هذه لوحة السيارة.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious.
حتى الدم، شوفوا الدم موجود هنا. دقيقة، معه شيء هذا. اوه لا، ما هي بذي.
Drunk driver?
شوفوا معه جمجمة.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest.
مع جمجمة اعتقد يعني
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him.
لها سالفة يعني بالقضية هذه.
Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
طبعا اسحب على هذه بيجي لها يعني. الحين انا بروح بنت عشان احقق معها، اعطيها كم سؤال يعني. مش تالتة. هذيك هي.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name.
هذه واضح انها ما ادري شكرانة ولا ايش عند ابو
Can you
جد
tell us what
هذه.
happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast.
You? I don't like. Keep out of this.
طبعا على طول السؤال الاول انا راح اسالها السؤال الاول.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claim that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel
قاعد
so
اسالها
guilty.
يعني السؤال الاول، قلت انت تقولين انك مخدرة ولا وش؟
I can't remember.
طبعا على طول بضغط مربع.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call
قلت
me
انت
June.
تحجبين عن
You're making me feel
المحققين
like
شو اسمه يعني تتسترين وكذا، ما تعلمينا بالحقيقة.
My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
طبعا على طول السؤال الثاني.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton.
سألتها عن البنت اللي راكبة معها، قالت اسمها جيسيكا هامilton،
She's desperate to break into movies.
وهي مسكينة
What more can I say?
وحالتها حالة وما ادري ايش تقول. طبعا بضغط مثلث وبأكذبها يعني.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, sunshine. Do you have any proof?
طبعا بروح القصير
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
بخصوص السؤال الثالث راح أسألها وبقول وش وضع الجمجمة طيب اللي هناك.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
طبعا قالت هي اسأل بيشوب، والله ما أدري وش بيشوب، خلنا نضغط مربع.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
قاعدة تقول بيشوب وما أدري إيش. السؤال الرابع بقول من هو طيب بيشوب هذا، من هو؟
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement...
قاعدة تقول هو مخرج أفلام وما أدري إيش ومن هالكلام. بضغط إكس يعني لأن خلاص أخذنا من كل اللي نبغى.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
طبعا احنا خلصنا من عند هذه. ذا الحين تدري وين بنروح للمستشفى.
Come on, Bukowski, move it.
Not right now.
طبعا هوسبيتال بنروح للمستشفى على طول.
11K Roger, en route.
عيني السياقة. ايش رايكم في قيادتي يا حبايبي؟ وصلنا المستشفى. طبعا هذا هو الهوسبيتال. الحين انا بسأل بروح يعني احنا نبي نحقق مع جيسيكا، عرفتوا؟ نسأل على طول شو اسمها السكرتيرة او
Hello,
هذه.
Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton.
ايوه.
Oh yes, she's in the room right behind you, detective.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer.
وش عندها هذه؟ طبعا هذه
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
A little.
خلينا ناخذ يعني الاشياء هذه. اسمها شوفوا اسمها هذه جيسيكا، عمرها 15. طبعا سبب قدومها المستشفى يعني صدمة في الرأس وما ادري ايش من هالكلام يعني. هذه لحد الحين هذه اصغر يعني متهمة او حالة، اصغر حالة. حتى عندها شوفوا قصص، تشوفون القصص يعني.
You're making me uncomfortable. Just standing around here looking at me.
ما علينا، تعالي احنا بنحقق معك.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
تبون الصراحة يعني صغيرة سن هذه. السؤال الأول راح أسألها وأقول بسألها عن الحادث.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
أوه. خلنا نضغط مربع لأني أحس من نظرات عيونها أنها تكذب علي.
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
طبعا السؤال الثاني. نشوف السؤال الثاني.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
أضغط مثلث.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
نروح لهذا الخيار.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
هي قاعدة تلعب علي. هي أصلا يعني تقول أنا ما بيكم تعلمون أهلي وهم أهلي خلوني عند عمتي عشان تشوف مصلحتي وما أدري. لما علمناها قالت إنهم حطوا لي مشروب مخدر وما أدري إيش. بسألها طبعا بقول من وين تعرفين بيشوب هذا؟
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
أضغط مربع.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
طبعا السؤال الأخير.
I know what happened to you, Jessica.
قلت أنا أعرف إيش
Where
اللي صار.
exactly did
بس
it
تعلمينا بالضبط إيش اللي صار.
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
هي خايفة متوترة وما أدري إيش. دمنا خلونا نضغط إكس.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
يا أخي يعجبني التحقيق صراحة.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
يلا.
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
بعتها بطاقتي أكيد.
I couldn't do that, officer.
لا
I got the
بعتت.
part and I wasn't there.
هاتها بطاقتك يا طيب. أو الإشاعة حقتها وكل شيء. ما أعطيتها البطاقة. طيب نطلع من عندها.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter.
هذه وضعها مزري هذيك.
Must be your lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
احنا نبي نروح نراقبها. هذه نبي نراقبها. هذه والشخص اللي معها هذا.
There she goes. Come on.
يا حبايبي طبعا ما يبوننا هم بس يبوني اراقبها.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
هذاك موترها الأخضر اللي قدام. يا ليل ذا السيارات اللي تمشي. طبعا مثل ما انتم شايفين يعني أنا أتبعها لأن بس أراقبها يعني. اعرف وين هي بالضبط رايحة، لان انا ذا الحين محقق يعني ايش.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
هذا اي عين خير.
That's it. We're spotted. Back off. Hey, back.
وصلت خير. نزلت في المقهى، ما ادري ايه المقهى هذا او المطعم.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
على طول.
Going to church doesn't make
شفت
you
كيف؟
any more than staying in the garage
اخس.
makes you a car.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
شفتوا كل مالي يعني اواصل.
Someone else do it.
والله قاعدة
You
معصبة
still know people out here, don't you?
معصبة، وانا قاعد مسوي نفسي اني من الزباين ذولي.
I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done.
هي وراها علوم.
Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
طبعا
Sure, I
تشوفون
got the film.
هي انا اكتشفت عنوان بيشوب وهي راحت. روحي روحي روحي. طبعا راحت.
Just brush it off. They won't know.
وهي ولت. الحين انا خلاص عينت عنوان بيشوب مثل ما انتم شايفين.
So
شوفوا
what's the story? I'm
هذا
guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way.
نروح لها
Got an
الحين.
address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place.
بغيت اجيب العيد. هذا هو مكانه. هايش وين هو بالضبط؟ ولا هذا هو.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
طبعا طوالي نروح للأسانسير. كم رقمة بس.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
ذا الظاهر. أيوة هذا.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now.
أيوة
You
هذه.
just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop.
جلوريا هذه زوجته اسمها جلوريا.
I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
طبعا على طول هي انا قلت اخذي وقتك ارتاحي لان انا مرتبكة وما ادري.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
دقيقة شوي طلع.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
خاتم ايش ابي بالخاتم انا ما ابي الخاتم انا. حتى الملاعق وش ابي في الملاعق؟ ايش ابي في الملاعق هذه انا؟ دقيقة انا ابي الحجرة ذي لو سمحت.
Presented to Mark.
خلاص راح اسأل هذه. دقيقة اوه دقيقة خلنا ناخذ الصورة.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
تعال بسأل سنة ماني فاضي. طبعا السؤال الأول بسم الله.
Those men. I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband.
أنا قاعد أسألها
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
أنا قاعد أسألها عن مكافي هذيك متهمة زوج جديد يشب إنه بيقتلها. فهمتوا؟ طبعا أضغط مربع.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
طبعا السؤال الثاني وين بنحصل زوجك يا جلوريا؟
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
X.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
طبعا بسألها السؤال الثالث عن جيسيكا.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
ايش اضغط؟ بضغط مربع بجرب.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
طبعا بتصل الحين.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
طبعا بعدين الحين اطلع خلاص. وين الباب وينه؟ دقيقة فيه. اوه هذا وشو. طبعا ترى ما بعد خلص التحقيق معها يا حبايبي اعتقد. فلوس.
Not sure this means much. اوه شوفوا وش هذا شيك
What do you have to do to earn
$20,000 ب20,000. ما ادري وش وضع ذا الشيك اللي ب20,000. طبعا بسألها يا جماعة عن الشيك اللي ب20,000.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
أنت متأكد؟ إيه بضغط مربع.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
حلو. طبعا خلصت من عنده هذا الحين بطلع. اوكي زين اني تذكرت يا جماعة هل هو الشيك ابو 20,000. تعال خلنا نطلع بس.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife, finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
الحين خلاص خلصنا من عند هذه جلوريا، وبشكل سريع بنروح إلى مكان شركة وما أدري إيش. أنا قبل شيء اتصلت، حلو اتصلت وأخذت اللوكيشن، إن شاء الله يعطوني إياه بس. أيوة هذا هو. هنا نشوف نروح للمكان هذا بشكل سريع، نروح للمكان هذا نكمل إجراءات التحقيق. بعد ما خلصنا من زوجة بيشوب. وصلت. ان شاء الله يكون التحقيق سهل بس.
Oh, unbelievable.
عفوا، كل يصلح سيارته لو سمحتي. خشيت الحين.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We are investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
حلو. طبعا الحين لازم ابحث. انا قلت شو اسمه بسوي جولة داخل مكان الشخص هذا. طبعا يعني واضح ان الامور هذه كلها حقت افلام وحقت قروش وحقت. هو فتح لنا المكان. اي جايك.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm going to take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
طبعا شوفوا نفس الوجيه هذيك شفتوها.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor it.
جزء من التحقيق. انا قلت طفي النور.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
هذه وش هذا وش جماجم وحبوب.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
وش هذه مخدر ولا منوم ولا ايش بالضبط؟ ما ادري كل شوي معرضة من عند هذا الشيء. طبعا نروح باقي دقيقة باقي لسه يا حبيبي لسه.
You can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
يا حبيبي دقايق انت انتظرنا بس جايينك. قاعدين ندور. هنا قبعة ايش؟
I don't think this is going to help us.
لازم اني ابحث. هل في منا طريق؟ ايوه هذا اللي بيه. هذا اللي نبيه. قارورة ما لها اي قيمة ولا اي معنى. خلينا نفتح الباب ذا. ايوه شوفوا جيسيكا هامilton شفتوا
What
وفاضل.
happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Jungle Drums.
Mark
8th
Bishop.
and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
شوفوا السكين السيف
I wonder if they saw this, how many budding starlets would still get on the bus to come to
أسامي
Hollywood.
ممثلات الهوليود الظاهر. طبعا خلاص نروح لك يا وين أو هنا هو. أنا بسأله الحين. يلا حبيبي. طبعا الحين نعطيك السؤال. قاعد أقول أنت تشتغل مع بيشوب ومن هالكلام.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
أضغط مربع لأنه يكذب.
He was here yesterday, and something happened that pushed him over the edge. You're holding out on us, Hopgood.
You know, I have very good connections with the Vice Squad.
Well, there's a surprise.
They won't appreciate you coming in here and strong-arming me.
السؤال الثاني بسأله بقول أنت يعني ما تعرف وين راح.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
قلت أين
You really
نجد
tried to
بيشوب؟
kill McAfee's wife? My advice to him would be to leave town.
بضغط إكس.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps.
وهذا طبعا خوينا من المحققين حقينا. يشوفوا ترى عصبي ذا بعد. ترى عصبي هذا من المحققين حقينا.
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
يا ربي.
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
حلو ما عليه.
Detectives.
هذولي مين هذولي؟
You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today.
هذا بيشوب؟
No.
ولا إيش؟
Not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but
أيوة.
won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
طبعا قل ما أمداني يقول طبعا ما أدري إيش يبغون مني خوينا إن شاء الله، بس إنه بيحاول. اطلق على التاير حقهم، على التاير حبيبي، على التاير. اي على التاير تكفى، على التاير. على التاير. على التاير، على التاير، على التاير، يلا. بيجون عطهم على التاير، عطهم.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
بيطوفون علينا ذا الحين هالمعفنين. بهدي، خلوني اهدي.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
اطلق عليهم.
Keep it steady. I'll try and bust his tires.
خلاص.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
خلصنا منهم
They're
دولي.
prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight. McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
الحين بروح الحين للمكان هذا. طبعا على طول بروح المكان هذا على طول بشكل سريع.
You know, we might get there quicker if you use the siren.
اعتقد بيجي هناك مجزرة، ما ادري هل بنقابل بيشوب. صح، احتمال نقابل بيشوب. شوف هذه سياراتهم وهم فيها للحين.
Jesus, Cole!
قربت من المكان هذا، اعتقد انه يعني محل بناء توه يبنى ولا ايش بالضبط. هذا هو. شوف الساعة 5:30. محل يعني يصورون فيه.
There's the slippery bastard now. No. God damn it. Mark Bishop, stop. LAPD.
هذا بيشوب، نلحقه. وقف يا بيشوب، وقف.
11K calling KGPL requesting assistance at 8 in Francisco.
ما ادري وش عنده من حاش.
My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3 KGPL.
اقطع ابليس وينه من حاشم
We're trying to help you, Bishop. This is all a big mistake.
تعال يا ابن الحلال والله نبي نحقق معك لا طينا هذا يبي يكبر السالفة وما ادري ايش والوضع ترى سهل نحقق معك ما حد مات. اقطع ابليس ذا وينهم وديني وقل يا ابليسه ابوك يا صبي.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
هلا 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 هلا. اعقب حطاني ركب مع خشمي بالضبط. وين احنا رايحين يعني وش يا جماعة تصدقون كثرة المغامرات ذا الحين. طيب شوف المناظر بالله اللي من فوق مناظر جدا تفتح النفس والافضل من كذا. واقطع ابليسه هنا.
Bishop, that's enough.
وقف يا بيشوب بالله عليك وقف. وقف الله لا يبارك فيك يا المعفن وقف. هي وقف 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 وقف. هذا هو بيشوب.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
طبعا هذوليك يبون يقتلونه.
I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble. Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
هذولي كلهم يبون يقتلون هذولي شفتوا.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me. Last chance to back the hell down.
القم.
It's this way.
والله
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me? Kill them for God's sake. I don't want to die. Weapon.
البراميل براميل.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said
يا عمري يا شيخ.
We have to jump for it. LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
الحين الشخص اللي قاعد اتبعه اللي كنت بيقتله صرت يعني على اساس اني اساعده. يا عمري خذيت غيرت السلاح.
Come on, it's this way.
يا عمري يا شيخ.
God, they're everywhere.
راقبوا ذاك شوفوا شوف. حي عيني.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
يا أخي أحب أطلق على ذي.
How long do you think you can hold out?
You have to get me out of here.
خلصت منه والله يا السلاح هذا اللي معي يا انه فخم.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on.
يا لطيف.
For the love of God, how many are there?
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
I don't want to die, sir.
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
This is all Ballard's fault.
دقيقة بقتل ذاك.
There's an army of them. We're done for.
Walk out of here, or you can go out in a box. Your choice.
I should have known that bitch was...
بنزل منه ما عليه. امشي امشي امشي.
Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline.
ودع.
Shoot them.
ودع. أخيرا. طبعا خلصت على الأعداء، باقي بس القليل منهم.
Weapons on the ground now.
اقطع ابليسهم.
Let's go. Stay with me. Find some cover.
All right, let's go.
خلصت عليها.
Now this is what I call a result.
الترقية بتجي الحين يا جماعة. قاعد يقول أنت يعني بيرقوني ومن هالكلام، ويثني على المجهود اللي حققه المحقق فيليبس. حي عينك.
Developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
طبعا فيليبس ما قصر، حقق وقضى على المجرمين. جانا اخوينا هذا
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in.
يبي يعزمنا على قهوة حبيبنا هذا. أنا ما أدري إيش اسمه بالضبط، لكنه قال أنا عازمكم على قهوة.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all.
هذه وش فيها
You
تبكي
realize
ذي؟
what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're
عطاها
talking to, you
مخمس.
German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget
عطاها
your place with
مخمس
me
عشان
again.
تتكلم بأدب.
Do you hear me?
وش البنت هذا الدلوعة؟
Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
طبعا يا جماعة الخير، إلى هنا وصلت إلى نهاية الحلقة 6 من تختيم لعبة L.A.Noire المحقق فيليبس. أشوفكم إن شاء الله في الحلقة 7. دمتم في حفظ الله ورعايته. إلى اللقاء.